Hello, it's Kathy Forrestal, also known as KD Forrestal on some of my social media websites, and I'm here today to talk to you about 50 Shades of Grey. I've been very stirred up by this movie coming out, and three things that happened recently in the media kind of stirred me to do this video. One was the Grammy Awards. The second was the releasing of a video by Russell Brand, who his video is called 50 Shades, Did It Ruin My Marriage, or something similar to that. And then the third was the release of Jihad John. Now, I will tie those together, so stick with me. Okay, first of all, the Grammys. The woman who came out and did the spoken word on domestic violence was amazing. I was just so glued to the TV when I watched that. I was so excited to see that someone was speaking out about that, and I really felt like it was directly related to 50 Shades, whether they meant it or not. Then comes Katy Perry and sings By the Grace of God, which was absolutely beautiful, and felt like if they didn't do it on purpose, God was speaking, because that song's about healing from an abusive relationship. And of course, that is with Russell Brand. Well, rumor has it, so that's what intrigued me about his video. But then after she sang came Imagine Dragons with the song Shot. I think it's called Shot. And that was so awesome, because it was like a man repenting about things that he had done and how he had pretty much shot himself in the foot his whole life. And I just thought that was amazing how they put that all together. Whether they did it on purpose or not, I don't know, but maybe God put it together, but it was awesome. So anyways, back to... well, anyways, I forgot what I was going to say on that. I'm going to just go forward with my thoughts on why this is a big problem for America. And I am coming from a perspective of a PhD student studying the demand for pornography and the link to child sex trafficking. And before I even studied 50 Shades of Grey, I wrote this problem statement. I'm at the beginning of my dissertation stage, but here's my problem statement, and I think you'll see how it relates. Pornography has become a very lucrative business in America, with an increasing demand. Because of this, there has been an inclination for the industry to find new genres to keep the fire burning. Pornography has developed through time into an industry of such variety that there is said to be one new genre film produced daily. And that's from Family Safe Media, and I will be referencing these at the bottom of the YouTube video. And also, when they talk about the new genres, sadomasochism is one of the big genres, and they needed to branch out from that. So that's a whole other video I'll do on sadomasochism, because that's so complicated, but I'm just going to go on with this. Since men are the main consumers, the industry has begun finding ways to create porn that will target women's interests. Female pornography consumers are growing market, and as such, new types of pornography have been created for the appeal of women. One website boasts of porn for the bride and porn for the new mom. Terrible things for marriage, not a good idea, and I know that people might think differently, but I will talk about that probably in further videos too. I might do a whole video on marriage, actually, and porn, but let's continue on with this. A myriad of problems have stemmed from male porn consumption. Let's just start with that. Everything from divorce, absentee fathers, lack of intimacy, voyeurism, violence, rape, deviant sexual behavior, and more. With women finding it harder to find good men to have relationships with and being hurt and disgusted with past relationships, will so-called mommy porn and such create a whole new phenomenon of hard-hearted women? That's the last thing we need in America. High frequency of pornography consumption has also shown to diminish the trust and relational bonds within intimate couples, and make some abandon the belief that monogamy within a relationship is possible, and that's from Zillman. Some women are even involved in marketing and promotion of the industry, even though most porn promotes violence and degradation of women. Maybe it's a if you can't beat 'em, join 'em mentality. Maybe women have become so desensitized and given over to the god of money. Whatever the case, children will suffer. There's a proven link to pornography and sex trafficking, and we are already seeing cases of men and women selling their children into slavery. Will pornography for women increase the demand for child pornography and sex slavery? And what about other genres like gay porn? If the demand is increased, where will the perpetrators find the supply? This is a question we need to ask and think about. These questions must